And by the end of play today, we might actually have a frame, a bare frame.
He was the quiet genius behind one of Britain's most beloved restoration shows, breathing life into rusted motorcycles and forgotten machines. Then, without warning, Sam Lovegrove vanished. No farewell, no explanation. What really happened to this master craftsman? Was it illness, a clash behind the scenes, or something deeper?
Riding along at night and you meet a German dispatch rider coming the other way and you swap tyres and magnetos with him.
There's always a moment to have a deal in any situation. You know that.
Sam Lovegrove is known to many as the quiet, skilled engineer behind one of Britain's most popular restoration shows. He gained a devoted following for his ability to bring forgotten motorcycles and vintage machines back to life. Yet despite his rising fame and undeniable talent, Sam vanished without warning, leaving fans puzzled and concerned. No public statement or explanation accompanied his sudden disappearance, sparking a wave of speculation about what might have happened. To understand the man behind the myth, it's important to look back at Sam's early life and career. Born and raised in England's West Country, Sam's fascination with machines began long before he ever appeared on television. Unlike most children who might have been playing outside or chasing sports, young Sam was often found in the shed, hands covered in grease, stripping down engines and putting them back together. This early curiosity wasn't just a hobby, it was a passion that shaped the course of his life. Sam's natural mechanical talent was clear from an early age. He didn't just tinker for fun, he wanted to understand how things worked on a deeper level. This dedication led him to pursue formal education in mechanical engineering. He studied at Oxford Brookes University, where he graduated with honours. However, while his degree gave him a strong foundation in theory, it was his hands-on experience that truly defined his skills. Sam was in many ways a self-taught machine whisperer, combining textbook knowledge with practical insight. After university, Sam began his career working at Gemini Accident Repair Centres. There, he gained valuable experience restoring motorcycles and solving complex mechanical problems with precision and care. This early work was crucial in honing his skills and establishing a reputation for quality and reliability. He wasn't just repairing vehicles, he was restoring history. Sam's engineering journey didn't stop there. His talents soon took him into the high-performance automotive world, where he worked on some of the most iconic vehicles. He contributed to major projects with Honda, including work on the NSX, a car celebrated for its blend of performance and innovation. He also played a role in the development of the Corvette C7R, a racing machine known for its power and precision on the track. Brazil's story is about health and revolution, and these weren't just any cars, they were engineering marvels designed to push the boundaries of performance. Sam's involvement with such high-profile projects spoke to his deep technical expertise and his ability to work at the cutting edge of automotive design. Beyond Honda and Corvette, he also consulted for prestigious British markets, like Aston Martin, Jaguar, and Lotus. In these elite circles, Sam earned a reputation as a quiet but brilliant engineer, the kind of professional who could make complex mechanical systems run flawlessly. Despite his success in the automotive world, Sam's approach was never flashy. He wasn't interested in the spotlight or personal fame. Instead, he focused on the work itself, meticulous, reliable, and precise. This attitude earned him respect among peers and made him a sought-after expert behind the scenes. All of this set the stage for his unexpected entrance into television. Everything changed at a car show in London, where Sam met Henry Cole, a passionate motorcycle enthusiast and well-known presenter. Henry saw something in Sam that went beyond his technical skill. He recognized a natural presence, someone who wasn't trying to perform or entertain but simply being himself. It was this authenticity that made Sam stand out. Their chance meeting led to Sam's debut on television, joining Henry on the motorbike restoration show Shed and Buried. From the moment the show aired, viewers responded to Sam's approachable style and deep knowledge. Unlike some experts who might come across as distant or overly technical, Sam communicated his love for machines in a way that was genuine and inclusive. He didn't talk down to the audience. Instead, he invited them to share in the joy of discovery and restoration. Together, Henry and Sam travelled around the UK, uncovering rusted tractors, classic motorcycles, and vintage vehicles hidden away in barns and forgotten sheds. Their chemistry was evident on screen. Henry brought enthusiasm and charisma, while Sam offered sharp insights and quiet humour. The show wasn't just about fixing old machines. It was about storytelling, history, and bringing the past back to life. Sam's role on Shed and Buried helped elevate the show beyond a typical restoration series. Fans appreciated his skillful craftsmanship and the respect he showed for the machines and their stories. His quiet confidence and expertise made even the most complicated repairs look effortless without ever resorting to showmanship. But Sam's talents extended far beyond what viewers saw on TV. Off-camera, he worked closely with the iconic British motorcycle brand Bro Superior. Together, they engineered custom bikes designed for world records, built to perform on the salt flats with speed and precision. One notable example is the Baby Pendine, a 700cc machine that set multiple FIM and AMA records. Sam was responsible for fine-tuning every detail, focusing not on applause but on perfection. Despite this growing success, Sam remained a private individual. He never sought the limelight or celebrity status, preferring to let his work speak for itself. His story took an unexpected turn in 2020, when he vanished from public view, leaving fans and colleagues wondering what had happened. 2 years later, in 2022, Henry Cole addressed the situation in an interview with Classic Bike magazine. He revealed that Sam had suffered a serious reaction to an insect bite, which forced him to step away from filming and public appearances. While this explanation offered some insight, it left many questions unanswered. There were no further details or photos, which only fueled speculation. Online, rumours circulated rapidly. Some suggested that there had been disagreements between Sam and the show's producers over creative direction. Others speculated about possible mental health struggles or a desire to avoid the pressures of fame. At one point, a fake tweet claiming, "I'm never coming back," went viral, before being debunked, showing just how eager fans were for answers. Behind the scenes, Sam had chosen a quieter path. He relocated to Redruth, Cornwall, where he lives with his wife and 4 children. There he operates a private workshop specializing in vintage motorcycles, including classic models like the BSA Lightning and Triumph Tiger. According to local sources, he prefers to work alone and avoid media attention, declining offers for solo TV projects and prioritizing loyalty to Henry Cole and Shed and Buried over personal stardom. Although he stepped away from the cameras, Sam's influence in the world of vintage motorcycling and restoration remains strong. His story is one of genuine passion, deep expertise, and a commitment to authenticity. Rather than chasing fame, Sam chose to focus on what he loves most: restoring machines and preserving history, one engine at a time. Sam Lovegrove's transition to television was not something he sought out. It came about largely by chance, but his entrance onto the screen quickly made a lasting impact. The meeting that changed everything happened at a car show in London, where Sam crossed paths with Henry Cole. Henry was already a familiar face in the motorcycle and restoration community, known for his enthusiasm and knowledge as a presenter. From the moment they met, Henry saw more than just a talented engineer in Sam. He saw someone who had a natural, unpolished charm and a way of explaining complex mechanical ideas with clarity and warmth. Sam wasn't interested in fame or spotlight. He was simply passionate about machines. This meeting led to Sam's TV debut on the motorbike restoration series Shed and Buried, a show that focused on uncovering and restoring forgotten motorcycles and vintage vehicles across the UK. From the beginning, Sam's genuine approach to restoration and his approachable nature made him an instant favourite among viewers. Unlike some experts who might come off as overly technical or distant, Sam had a down-to-earth way of talking about his work. He didn't use jargon to confuse audiences. Instead, he invited them in, sharing his love for machinery in a way that was both educational and engaging. Sam and Henry's dynamic was key to the success of the show. Henry brought energy, charisma, and a keen eye for storytelling, while Sam provided technical expertise and a calm, thoughtful presence. Together, they formed a partnership that struck a perfect balance, offering viewers both entertainment and insight. Their shared respect for the history behind each vehicle made the show more than just a restoration series. It was a tribute to British motoring heritage. Over several seasons, the duo travelled the country, exploring barns, sheds, and forgotten workshops where rusted relics sat untouched for decades. Their adventures uncovered a wide range of vehicles, from classic motorcycles to tractors and military vehicles. Sam's skill and eye for detail were often the difference between success and failure in these restorations. He had the ability to look at a pile of rusty parts and immediately see what was salvageable and what wasn't. This instinct, combined with his deep mechanical knowledge, meant he could tackle some of the most challenging projects. One of the standout moments in the show involved the restoration of a rare 1962 Greve Sportsman motorcycle. While many might have seen the bike as a lost cause, Sam saw potential where others did not. His attention to detail and methodical approach brought the machine back to life, preserving its authenticity and historical value. The restoration was not just about making it run again, it was about honoring the story behind the bike. Similarly, in Cornwall, Sam took on the painstaking task of rebuilding a Ferguson TE20 tractor. This was no ordinary tractor restoration. The vehicle had been left to decay and required a complete overhaul. Sam's dedication transformed it from a rusted relic into a smooth-running piece of machinery, ready to work the fields once more. The restoration process was slow and deliberate, reflecting Sam's belief that quality and respect for the original design were paramount. Another memorable project took place in Northern Ireland, where Sam discovered a buried military Land Rover on a quiet farm. Instead of stripping the vehicle down and replacing every part, Sam chose to preserve its history. He carefully restored the Land Rover, maintaining its authenticity while making it roadworthy again. This balance between restoration and conservation was something that defined much of Sam's work. For him, it wasn't about creating something new, but about breathing life back into what was already there. Throughout the show, Sam impressed fans with his ability to perform complicated mechanical repairs with calm precision. He never sought to dazzle with flashy tricks or fast-paced editing. Instead, the focus was on the process, the patience, skill, and careful thought that went into each restoration. This approach resonated with viewers, who appreciated seeing the genuine work behind the scenes rather than just quick fixes. Off-camera, Sam's expertise also extended into exciting engineering projects. One of his most notable collaborations was with the iconic British motorcycle brand, Bro Superior. Together, they worked on custom bikes designed to set world records, pushing the limits of speed and engineering on the salt flats. Among these was the Baby Pendine, a 700cc machine that achieved multiple FIM and AMA records, reaching speeds over 104 miles per hour. This bike was a masterpiece of engineering, and Sam's role was crucial in fine-tuning every element. His goal was always perfection, not for the applause or attention, but to push the boundaries of what was possible with the technology. This blend of traditional restoration and cutting-edge engineering showed the breadth of Sam's skills. He could work on a rusty tractor one day and then help develop a world record-breaking motorcycle the next. It was a rare combination that earned him respect across different communities within the motor world. Despite this growing fame, Sam remained deeply private. He never sought out celebrity status or public attention. His focus was always on the machines and the craft. This attitude set him apart from many TV personalities who often seek the spotlight. Sam's modesty and loyalty to the work helped build a genuine connection with fans who admired not only his skill, but also his authenticity. The chemistry between Sam and Henry Cole on Shed and Buried created a unique viewing experience. Their different but complementary styles made the show enjoyable and accessible. Henry's enthusiasm and storytelling drew viewers in, while Sam's steady expertise provided the foundation for every restoration. Together, they highlighted the stories behind the machines and the people who once owned them, reminding audiences that these vehicles were more than just metal. They were pieces of history, with rich, often untold stories. Fans still talk about specific episodes where the duo uncovered hidden gems. Whether it was a motorcycle long forgotten in a barn, or a tractor left to rust in a field, the thrill of discovery and the satisfaction of restoration made the show compelling. For many, seeing Sam at work was inspiring. His patience, knowledge, and respect for the craft were a reminder of the dedication it takes to preserve heritage. This part of Sam's story reveals not just a gifted engineer, but someone who genuinely loved the work. The authenticity he brought to the screen was a reflection of his true self, a man who valued craftsmanship over fame, quality over quick results, and history over hype. His partnership with Henry Cole helped bring these values to a wider audience, making Shed and Buried much more than a TV show. It became a celebration of British motoring culture. As the series continued, viewers became invested not only in the machines but in the people behind the restorations. Sam's quiet presence and unwavering focus stood out in a world often dominated by loud personalities. He showed that skill and passion don't need to shout to be noticed. They can speak volumes through work well done. This period of Sam's career marked the peak of his public profile. His talent, humility, and genuine enthusiasm combined to make him a beloved figure in the restoration community. However, as the show gained popularity, the pressures and demands of public life were never far away. Despite his success, Sam remained grounded, dedicated to the craft rather than the fame. The story of Sam Lovegrove on Shed and Buried is one of discovery, skill, and quiet brilliance. It's about a man who found joy in bringing forgotten machines back to life and sharing that passion with others. His work on the show continues to inspire restorers and fans alike, proving that even the quietest voices can leave a lasting impact. Despite the success and admiration Sam Lovegrove gained through his work on Shed and Buried and his contributions to the motorcycle and automotive worlds, his story took a sudden and unexpected turn. In 2020, Sam disappeared from the public eye without any formal announcement or explanation, leaving fans, colleagues, and the wider restoration community puzzled and concerned. The silence around his absence was noticeable. For nearly 2 years, there was no news or updates from Sam himself or the show's producers. Speculation ran rampant, and the lack of information only deepened the mystery. Some fans feared he might have suffered serious health problems, while others wondered if disagreements behind the scenes had led to his sudden withdrawal. In 2022, Henry Cole finally addressed the situation in an interview with Classic Bike magazine. Henry explained that Sam had suffered a serious reaction to an insect bite, which had forced him to step back from filming and public appearances. While this provided some clarity, the explanation left many questions unanswered. Details about the severity of the reaction, the recovery process, and Sam's current condition were not shared publicly. The lack of photographs or direct statements from Sam himself added to the speculation and confusion. Online, the rumors about what had happened to Sam grew even more intense. Some believed there had been creative differences between Sam and the production team, leading to tension and ultimately his departure from the show. Others suggested that Sam might have been dealing with mental health issues, which can often go unnoticed in demanding careers like television and engineering. There were also theories that Sam simply wanted to step away from the spotlight and return to a quieter, more private life. Adding to the swirl of speculation was a fake tweet claiming "I'm never coming back," which briefly went viral before being debunked. This incident showed just how invested fans were in finding out the truth and how eager they were for any sign of Sam's return. Despite the uncertainty, what became clear was that Sam had made a conscious decision to retreat from public life. He moved to Redruth, Cornwall, where he lives with his wife and 4 children. Far from the cameras and media attention, he operates a private workshop specializing in vintage motorcycles, including well-known models like the BSA Lightning and Triumph Tiger. According to people familiar with the area and the vintage bike community, Sam prefers to work mostly alone and avoids publicity. This retreat into privacy speaks volumes about Sam's character. Throughout his career, he showed a preference for authenticity and dedication over fame and public recognition. His choice to decline offers for solo TV shows and other public appearances suggests a strong loyalty to his roots and to Henry Cole, his longtime friend and co-host on Shed and Buried. Even though Sam stepped away from the public eye, his influence in the world of vintage motorcycles and automotive restoration did not disappear. He continues to consult for collectors and institutions, including the National Motorcycle Museum, where his expertise is highly valued. One of his restorations, a Thruxton motorcycle, was praised in 2023 by Classic Motorcycle magazine as a technical masterpiece. His work remains highly respected among enthusiasts and professionals alike. Sam's reputation was never built on drama or showmanship. Instead, it was grounded in dedication, skill, and principles. He was known for refusing to play games during negotiations and for walking away from deals he considered unfair. Stories circulate about Sam standing firm over the price of a BSA Gold Star or clashing with a seller over a vintage petrol pump. While some might have called him stubborn, many admired his integrity and commitment to fairness. His absence from the screen hasn't diminished the admiration fans have for him. Across forums, social media, and fan groups, there is still hope and speculation about a possible return. In 2023, a viral post suggested that Sam was in talks for a comeback, sparking excitement among followers. However, no official confirmation has come from Sam or the show's producers. Henry Cole has publicly stated that the door is always open for Sam, but true to form, Sam has remained silent on the subject. One thing is certain: Sam did not vanish because he lost his passion for restoration or the machines he loves. His decision to step away appears to have been driven by a desire to escape the noise, the speculation, and the demands that come with being in the public eye. Instead, he has embraced a quieter life, focused on family, craft, and the work itself. This quieter existence is not a retreat from purpose, but a return to the core of what made Sam's work special. Away from cameras and deadlines, he continues restoring vintage machines, not for fame or recognition, but for the love of the craft. This dedication is a reminder that restoration is about preserving history and craftsmanship, not about the spotlight. Sam's absence has also highlighted an important aspect of modern media and celebrity: the toll that public attention can take on individuals, especially those who value privacy and authenticity. His story serves as a reflection on the balance between sharing one's passion with a wider audience and protecting personal well-being. Even though he is no longer a regular on television, Sam's legacy remains strong. Through his work, he helped transform Shed and Buried from a niche restoration show into a heartfelt tribute to British motoring history. Each restoration was a story brought back to life, reminding viewers that every rusted relic has a story worth telling. His reputation as a meticulous craftsman and principled professional continues to inspire new generations of restorers and enthusiasts. Sam demonstrated that skill and dedication, combined with respect for history, can create something far more meaningful than just a restored machine. Fans who have followed his career understand that Sam's contributions go beyond what appears on screen. His influence in the restoration community, his collaborations with prestigious motorcycle brands, and his private workshop work all speak to a lifetime dedicated to engineering excellence and preservation. As the restoration community continues to evolve, Sam's story stands as a powerful example of what it means to be truly passionate and committed. Whether or not he returns to television, his work and values have left a lasting impression. In the meantime, those who appreciate Sam's approach continue to follow his journey quietly, hoping for updates but respecting his privacy. His story is not just about a man who disappeared, but about someone who chose to follow his own path, one defined by authenticity, craft, and a deep respect for the machines that tell the story of a bygone era. The mystery surrounding Sam Lovegrove's disappearance may never be fully solved, but the legacy he built is clear. Through every restoration, every record-breaking bike, and every moment shared on Shared and Buried, Sam demonstrated what it means to be a craftsman in the truest sense. In a world often focused on instant fame and fleeting attention, Sam's story is a reminder that sometimes the greatest achievements come from quiet dedication, and sometimes stepping away is the strongest statement of all. Sam Lovegrove's story, though marked by mystery and sudden disappearance from the public eye, leaves behind a powerful legacy that continues to influence the world of vintage motorcycles and automotive restoration. His impact goes far beyond his television appearances on Shed and Buried and his collaborations with some of the most respected brands in the industry. It lies in the values he embodied and the way he approached his craft, quietly, meticulously, and with unwavering respect for the machines he restored. Sam's decision to step away from the spotlight has not erased his contributions or the inspiration he has given to fans and fellow restorers alike. In many ways, his legacy is built on the very qualities that made him unique: authenticity, dedication, and a refusal to compromise on quality. His work on Shed and Buried helped bring attention to a niche but deeply passionate community of vintage vehicle enthusiasts. The show was more than entertainment, it was a celebration of history, engineering, and the stories behind each rusted relic. Sam's restorations were never just about making a vehicle look good or run again. They were about honoring the past and preserving the heritage of British motoring. Even off-screen, Sam continued to influence the restoration world through his consultancy work. Institutions like the National Motorcycle Museum have sought his expertise, knowing that his knowledge and skill are invaluable when it comes to preserving rare and historically significant machines. His restorations have been praised for their technical excellence and authenticity, setting a standard that many aspire to, but few can match. Fans and industry insiders often speak of Sam's principled approach to his work and dealings. He was known to walk away from negotiations or deals he felt weren't fair or didn't meet his standards. This steadfastness earned him respect, but also painted a picture of a man who valued integrity over quick gains. Stories of his refusal to overpay for a BSA Gold Star or his firm stance in pricing disputes over vintage petrol pumps illustrate his commitment to fairness and quality. The mystery surrounding his disappearance only seemed to deepen his legend. While many hoped for a quick return to television, Sam's choice to remain silent and focus on his private life only added to his aura. Some saw it as a loss to the restoration community, while others admired his ability to put personal well-being and family above public expectations. Henry Cole, Sam's longtime friend and co-host, has been clear that the door is always open for Sam to return to Shed and Buried. This openness reflects the strong bond they shared and the respect Henry has for Sam's talent and character. Yet Sam has maintained his silence on any potential comeback, staying true to his pattern of avoiding the limelight. This silence, however, does not equate to inactivity. Sam continues to work quietly in Cornwall, where his private workshop remains a hub for vintage motorcycle restoration. Those close to him report that he dedicates his time to perfecting his craft, surrounded by the machines he loves. This choice reflects a deep passion for restoration that goes beyond public recognition. The impact of Sam's work can also be seen in the wider restoration community. Many younger restorers cite him as an inspiration, not only for his technical skill, but for his approach to the craft. His insistence on authenticity, respect for history, and dedication to quality has helped raise standards across the board. Moreover, his story has highlighted important conversations around the pressures of public life and fame. Sam's retreat to privacy serves as a reminder that success does not always mean staying in the public eye. Sometimes, the most meaningful work happens away from the cameras, driven by passion and personal values rather than external validation. Sam's influence extends into the cultural appreciation of vintage machines. By bringing forgotten motorcycles and vehicles back to life, He helped preserve pieces of history that might otherwise have been lost. Each restoration is a story recovered, a connection made to the past. Through this, Sam has contributed to a broader understanding and appreciation of British motoring heritage. His work on custom bikes, especially with Bro Superior, also showed his ability to blend tradition with innovation. The record-breaking machines they developed together were not just feats of speed, but examples of engineering excellence. Sam's role in fine-tuning these bikes for world records reflected his relentless pursuit of perfection. Even as the restoration world continues to evolve, Sam's contributions remain relevant. His blend of traditional hands-on skill and advanced engineering knowledge offers a model for how restoration can be both an art and a science. This duality has inspired many to look beyond mere cosmetic repairs and strive for deeper technical mastery. Fans of Shed and Buried still cherish the episodes featuring Sam's work, and online communities often discuss his methods and projects. His influence persists not only in the machines he restored, but in the enthusiasm and curiosity he sparked in viewers and enthusiasts around the world. In many ways, Sam Lovegrove represents a rare figure in today's fast-paced, often superficial world of television and celebrity. He chose authenticity over attention, quality over quantity, and passion over publicity. His work speaks louder than any spotlight ever could. Looking to the future, the hope remains that Sam may one day return to the screen, bringing his unique skills and personality back to Shed and Buried. Until then, his story serves as a powerful reminder of the value of dedication, integrity, and love for the craft. Whether in front of the camera or behind the scenes in his workshop, Sam's influence continues to inspire. Ultimately, Sam Lovegrove's journey is a testament to the power of quiet brilliance. In a world often obsessed with fame and noise, he found fulfillment in his work, family, and the timeless machines he restored. His legacy is not just the motorcycles and vehicles he brought back to life, but the values he upheld and the inspiration he continues to provide. As new stories about Sam and the restoration world emerge, fans and enthusiasts eagerly await, knowing that whatever the future holds, the impact of Sam Lovegrove's work will be felt for years to come. If you found this story compelling and want to learn more about the fascinating world of restoration and the people behind it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Sam will make a comeback? More untold stories are on the way, and you won't want to miss them. Thanks for reading.